All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for June 2026. I invite you to stay and take what resonates, leave what does not. And this is my only account, and I'm never going to reach out first. So let's find out what you need to know and what you need to hear at this time. And please go ahead and let me know in the comments if anything resonates. And let me know where you're watching from in the world. I love to know about that stuff. So if you think to mention it, please do. We're going to get your cards dealt out here and we'll get started. Okay. All right. Okay, this one. Yep. That felt right. All right, so Leo, I see you really focusing in on home, structures, celebration, really investing in people that make you feel safe and at home. And there might be someone that you feel tied to from the past, and you're really trying to figure out if that's like something you want to include in this investment, like this home. You might actually be thinking about purchasing a home. Sorry, I just kicked my light. You might be thinking about purchasing a home or moving somewhere new, but you're really thinking about like the long-term structure of how you are incorporating day-to-day processes in your life. It's like it's so much is changing, and maybe in the past like this felt sort of mundane to you, like the day-to-day, but as you've gotten older and as you've really gotten into just like, I don't know, things change, people change, and I think you're starting to experience the sweetness of family roots, family systems, family. That just keeps coming to mind, like who is my family, my soul family. I see that something is really hurting you. Something, the Ten of Swords is about like betrayal, backstabbing. This could have to do with this person that you feel connected to. This is also about endings. Like something may have ended with this person and it just seems like it was not on good terms. And maybe you hoped that you could have a conversation or something, and it just seems like that's not an option at this point. It could be about like a friendship. It doesn't need to be a romantic relationship, or it could be with like a family member, but somebody that you really wanted to consider in that familial structure. It's like that's just not going well, or that's not how you hoped it would be. And there's been a lot of unknown, like whether or not you're ever going to get to speak with this person again. And I see this is really kind of tormenting you. Your mind is coming up with all these what ifs of like, what if I never see this person again? What if I missed my chance? What if I didn't try hard enough? Or what if I didn't put myself out there enough? And if this isn't about a person, it might be about like a career. Like you may not have stuck around long at a job that you were like kind of trying out, and you may be feeling some regret about that, or like maybe it just didn't pan out the way you had hoped. So I get the feeling that this has to do more so with family or with a relationship of some kind, like a specific person. It just didn't pan out the way you had hoped, and now there's all this fear of what's going on. Like, did I mess something up? Like, what the heck do I do now? And the reason why I think this is possibly romantic is the Two of Cups. In the past, there was this deep, deep, deep connection, this deep inner knowing, like you had known this person before. And you had experienced possibly like other lifetimes with this person. That's how it felt. It felt like you knew this person frontwards and backwards. Like you just got each other. There was chemistry. There was almost like a telepathy about the way you would think and communicate. And now it seems like that's all disappeared for some reason. Could have been an argument, could have been a falling out. People change, people grow. I was kind of talking about that in the beginning. Like maybe because you've been considering new ideas, this other person didn't align, and it's like heartbreaking when you really vibe with someone and you know, you're not wanting the same things. There might be a level of compatibility that's just not there anymore. And that's something you may be sitting with, or maybe considering like, are we not compatible anymore? I don't know. But right now you're really trying to embody this like boldness, this charisma. You might be trying to get yourself out there again in the dating scene. Yeah, I think you're really trying. You're really trying to put yourself out there, but subconsciously you're like, no. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I just want to be alone. No, I want to be sad, or I want to be I don't know. I don't want to. And yet you're still doing this because you're like, gotta get myself out there, gotta get over this, gotta get over this ending. But yeah, you're kind of like, this isn't right. I need to care for myself. So maybe follow that intuitive nudge that you need some rest, Leo, that maybe like it's okay to go out, put yourself out there, but maybe it is a good time to reflect on the pain and the hurt and the ending that you're thinking about without obsessing about the unknown, the things that you can't change. Try not to get in this obsessive state, because I see you really like, all these illusions, what if, tormenting your mind. This is also like a shadow card, like you're really dealing and running in with your shadow self, having to face false structures, false narratives you had subscribed to for a long time. And now, because you've been running so far away from this thing, it's like, you can't run anymore. Hello, I'm here. Look at me. And maybe whatever this is, the shadow aspect of yourself, whether it's emotional avoidance, whether it's an underlying mental health issue or some other thing that you've been putting on the back burner, it's like you have to sit with this, because this is part of your healing. And part of your healing is taking some time alone and really sitting in that discomfort of what doesn't feel right in your heart. And I see you just at the stalemate, like, I don't know what to do next. Like, I really just, I feel like something isn't finished. Like there's unfinished business with whatever was in the past. And it's like you don't know how to move forward without this closure, or without this knowing that you're really seeking. 7-11 on my timer. It's like something feels left unsaid, or something feels unclear for you to be able to move forward with clarity and confidence. So could be any number of things. Everyone's situation is going to be different. I do think that you're really wanting to move away from this chaos, this emotional inner turmoil. You might be thinking about reaching out to this person and having a conversation, but I think part of you is afraid that there's still going to be conflict and it's not going to be productive. So really, we'll get you some advice on that in a minute. But I think like you're just wanting to be free from this mental prison you're in, just not knowing and feeling like this conflict is preventing you from moving forward in life. I do see that like in the future, you're going to be investing in more people that fill your cup energetically. I do think that you want to show up consistently, and you want to be very mindful about who it is you spend your time with, and you just don't want anything to be unclear. Let's get you some advice about that conversation. Actually, one card did want to come out. Oh, look, it's you again, the sun. Ha! Okay. Well, is the King of Wands is also you. The sun, very happy energy. I think better times are coming. I just want to know, what advice can you give Leo about this conversation? What advice can you give Leo about this conversation? Okay, yeah, this one and this one and this one. We have a few cards here. Okay, I'm gonna go with 3 and 3, right? So first one we have here is the 5 of Pentacles. I would just say like, you're feeling left out in the cold. And I think there might be this impulse to come forward and rekindle something with this person. Now, Spirit's just warning you, like, you need to be really strategic and mindful about what it is you can and cannot give. Because if you come forward and have this conversation with this person, they're going to expect you to really take ownership and action. And I would just make sure that you're in the right mental headspace to have an honest, emotionally raw conversation. And if you're not feeling ready for that, it might be good to spend some more time in this Hermit energy. Yeah, if there's underlying conflict, don't let this feeling of loneliness be the only thing driving you forward. There needs to be this level of desire and clarity to move forward, even if these conversations are going to be hard, emotionally taxing, and likely they will be. So just make sure you're in the right headspace, Leo. Oh, okay. We have 2 reversals. I don't usually read those, but because they came out that way, I'm going to read them. The 7 of Wands reverse tells me that you're ready to end any conflict, any like ego that was blocking momentum. I think there is this like, you want resolution, you want clarity, you want harmony and balance, and you're ready to step away from your point of view and really open up your perspective to this other person's. If there's like concern about like not seeing eye to eye on a specific way of doing life together, or not, I don't know, because this is kind of bleeding into the beginning part of like you're really focusing on your home structures. I feel like maybe you weren't seeing eye to eye about like day-to-day living, and you're sort of backing off from your stance. You're not changing your mind by any means, but you're more open now, and I think you do want to have a conversation with this person. But right now I see you feeling very ungrounded. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is about feeling really burned out, not feeling nurtured, not feeling received with care and love. So really, Leo, I think you do need to spend some more time on your own for now and just nurture yourself and remind yourself of how wonderful you are and caring and sweet and deserving of love. And it might be uncomfortable just to sit in these emotions, but just know that better times are coming with that sun that came out. Yeah, Spirit's just asking you to take some time to reflect. The conversation should happen at some point, but it needs to be after a period of rest and reflection where you're feeling emotionally safe, emotionally grounded, and really reclaiming your power again after a time of upheaval. So Leo, that is your message for June. I hope that resonated, and I will see you next time. I love you.